Hello, hello. Welcome back. Once again, we are here preparing ourselves to develop the inner consciousness, the inner spirit, the inner mind, and that's why we're here. That's what we're going to do on this planet. That's what we're going to do here on this video. That's what we're going to do here during our life, right? That's the whole purpose. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you were actually searching for your purpose. Maybe you were actually like walking around the streets. You were wondering, like, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be going to school? Am I supposed to be playing fucking hockey? Am I supposed to be like going to church? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, maybe you realistically did not even ever know. That is conceivable. Like, it's conceivable that nobody ever told you what you're supposed to be doing. It is. Like, it really is. Like, I don't think I really knew for a long time. Okay? So, the truth of the matter is what you need to be doing is discovering what is inherent within your own vessel. Like this human being, as you find yourself manifested now on planet Earth, that person, okay, has some proclivities. That person has some feelings, some thoughts, some ideas. Your job is to arrange the steps that are taken in your day, in your life, in your fucking moments, to get in contact with those inherent thought patterns, feelings, beliefs, ideas. Your job is to engage with that, right? And it's endless, so don't worry. There's no end. It's not like you're going to run out of ideas. Like, there is no running out of ideas. There is no running out of feelings. Trust me, you'll probably be wishing the shit would end. And that's why it's no problem to fucking die eventually, because you got lost. You're going to get so much shit. You're going to get so much fucking ideas, so much thoughts, so much feelings, so much fucking relationships, so much everything. There's no shortage. Like, there is no fucking scarcity. Holy shit. There is no scarcity. It's a fucking lie. It's abundance. The world is abundance. The fucking universe is abundance. That's why it keeps growing. That's why it's here. That's why the trees keep growing. That's why your fucking fingernails keep growing. That's why there's always more wind. There's always more fucking seasons. It doesn't stop. There's no scarcity. So you don't need to hold on to your fucking little tiny area, your little tiny confidence, and guard it and try to like guard it from other people. That's fucking stupid. Stop it. There's abundance. There's so much to go around. But you have to grow that ability, right? And people are not going to do that for you. Like, they don't. Like, they don't really want to see it again because it's showing them that they can do it too. So you have to understand that yes, you have access to abundance. Yes, you have access to unlimited thoughts and feelings and ideas within yourself. But that's only because you're like watching this video. You're interested in these types of ideas. So you're going down that path. Someone who isn't doing that, someone who's just fucking drunk and taking pills and watching television and gossiping and bullshit, they still have an inherent ability to produce abundance. They could conceivably do it, but they aren't on that path right now, right? So it's just not, they're making it less and less likely that it could happen, you see? So someone who isn't practicing every day to become a better basketball player, they're putting themselves in a less and less likely position to play in the NBA and to win a championship, right? It's not that they couldn't, it's not that they don't have access to desire and drive and maybe even natural ability, but they aren't they aren't cultivating that. So it just becomes less and less likely. And it's the same with you. It's the same with a person. You could have abundance. You could have happiness. You could have joy and spread ideas and love and good vibrations. You could have access to fucking abundance, to relationships and all this type of shit, and to your passion or to your desire. You could do it, but you have to put yourself in a position to be able to cultivate that, to be able to attract that. It's like you don't fucking grow a tree where you don't put a seed. You don't just look at a fucking cement walkway and be like, why isn't there a tree there? Oh, trees can't grow there. Well, a tree could grow there if you planted it and fucking put a little hole in there for it and like encouraged it to grow. It could. But if you don't, it's not going to fucking grow. So that's kind of how it works. Like and like it seems basic, but it's the truth. And most people have such a perverted understanding of reality that things that are basic seem so strange to people. Like they can't even grapple with it. Like to tell someone like you should stop gossiping. Like you should stop gossiping about other people and talking about other people's like stop talking about other people's like private lives if it doesn't have to do with you. Like you should stop doing that. And people don't understand how that, like why but it's easier to do that though. But it's easy to do that. True, it is easy, but there's a massive cost to be paid by that. By you, maybe things that you're not. What could you have done rather than gossip, right? Oh, there's no cost to me just taking pills and doing coke. There's no cost to that. But there is a cost, right? Because you could have spent that time doing something else. You could have spent that time doing meditation, doing working out, whatever it is. So you're always paying some type of cost on this thing. And eventually, like, you get so surrounded by shithead thoughts and fucked up behaviors and idiots who behave like in shithead ways that you are, that you just justify it and you just think it's normal. Like, oh, it's okay, we can steal, it's okay, we can cheat, we can just slack off, we can just be fucking lazy, we can be idiots, we can be fat, we can be fucking stupid, we can behave like fucking morons, and it's okay, right? Because everybody else is doing it. But the problem is your whole fucking operation is stupid. Your whole program is fucking stupid. And you idiots are producing stupid shit. And so you need to remove yourself from that, right? Remove yourself from the stupid bullshit. At any cost, by the way. At any fucking cost. Remove yourself from the bullshit. And I'm not saying that you have to like go around to like your parents and be like, fuck you, mom and dad. You're not encouraging me. Like, no. Do it within reason. Like, it might take time. Like, it might take you a period of months. It could take you a period of years to like transition out of toxic relationships, right? Like, it might take you a few tries. You might try to get out of a toxic relationship and then get back in. But as long as you keep going on the path, you will keep moving forward. You will keep moving ahead, you know? And watch what happens if you don't. Like, watch what happens to people who don't. Like, just observe them over the course of a few years. And you'll see how they never, ever, ever change. They never improve. They never grow. In fact, they go the opposite. Slowly, because naturally they just diminish. Right? The law of atrophy just diminishes it. If you don't use shit, it just diminishes. If you don't use your muscles, you get fucking scrawny and weak. So the whole point is to build your muscles, to build your intuition, to build your passion. You just keep doing it, and it almost doesn't even make any difference. Like it basically makes zero difference what the other people have to say. It's nice if they have constructive criticism and they have like a valuable thing, like, oh, hey, Luke, move the fucking camera like that and it gives a better fucking view. Like, okay, that might be something. Like, that could be good. And if they're doing it from a place of that they actually want to help, you know, or they actually want to contribute something. But just your average person who just doesn't know any better and is just like, fuck you, that's stupid. It's like the example I used with Elon Musk trying to colonize Mars and building like spaceships, and then he takes the like intricate blueprints for a spaceship to some fucking homeless drug addict and asks him like, "Hey, what do you think of these blueprints for a spaceship to go to Mars?" And the fucking meth addict's like, "Oh, that's stupid. That'll never work." And then Elon Musk is like, "Oh, okay, yeah, true. I should just call off the whole operation. Thanks, man." It's like that's dumb. Like you don't pay attention to that. Like you recognize that person doesn't have any authority in the topic. They aren't adding anything. They're coming from a place of weakness and insanity and stupidity and lack, and you just ignore it and you fucking carry on. Like it's like if you're trying to get into relationships with people, and if you're a guy and you meet 25 girls and all 25 of them are like, "Fuck you, you're stupid." Okay, like opinions vary, like maybe. And then you meet the 26th girl and she's like, "Oh, you're so cool, you're so funny." Okay, like again, opinions vary. Like it almost has no impact either way. Like it just doesn't matter. It's if you're a girl and you're dating five guys, you date five guys in a row, and all five of them like cheat on you. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong inherently with you. It just means that, oh, I've been developing my relationships in an ineffective way, and now it's time that I reestablish new boundaries of what I'm willing to accept. Okay? And it's just a signpost toward your development. But it isn't just like an actual judgment on you. Holy, it's like Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team, whatever it was. Like, okay, thanks. Like, what? It's not valuable. Like, it's not a valuable input. It's not like, but then he just turned around and become the best basketball player ever. Okay. So it's just how you take it. It's just how you learn from it and how you develop past it. And again, people don't these days. People are so stunned, and they can't hold presence at all. Like they'll lose attention right away. Like right away. Like a person could say like, "You're so stupid and I hate you and you're so dumb and I hate your beard and blah blah blah." Like 3 minutes later, that exact same person under slightly different circumstances then will say, "Oh, but you're funny, but I like you." Right? Because they don't have the ability to hold their own opinion. They don't have the ability to hold their own frame of reference. It just immediately drifts away because nobody develops that, right? And it's like you see guys do this when they start new endeavors constantly. Like every time, like I know people like you. It's like every time you turn around, they're like starting a new endeavor, but they never finish anything. They never follow. I'm gonna start working out and and you see them 2 weeks later, and they're like, "Nope, now I'm gonna start playing the guitar." No, no, no. You see them 2 weeks later. "Oh, now I'm moving to China." No, no, no. And they just every time you see them, they just change their frame of what they're doing, but they never stick with anything. They don't have any attention span. And so you're asking that person there to like validate you. And that's why chasing validation is so hopeless. Because you're trying to get validation off of someone that doesn't have any validation for themselves. Right? They don't have any validation to give you. They don't have any for themselves. They'll probably never get it, really. Chances are they won't. They'll go their whole lives trying to get validation off of other people, and just that's how it works. So that's why you never want your validation to hinge on what someone else thinks. Oh, that's why you can't just like please your parents by becoming a doctor like they told you to. My mom and dad told me I have to become a doctor, so I'm going to become a doctor. Your parents didn't know any better. Right? They were just saying that because somehow they thought that was a good idea, but that really wasn't the case, right? They might have meant well, like they might have like thought that was good, like they might have thought it's like before people thought smoking cigarettes was good for you. Like, okay, maybe they thought that, but it turns out that's not true. And that's how it is a lot of times. Like, because when I worked in the university industry, I saw this all the time. Like, people's parents would just, especially when they were coming like international students, people's parents would just send them to Canada to be like, become a doctor. Like, just that's what you have to do. That's what you're gonna do. And these students would just be like, oh, I need to become a doctor. It's like, okay, well, why though? I have to. My parents told me I have to, so that's what I have to do. And like they can't even justify why. Like, well, what do you even want to? Doesn't matter what I want. I have to be a doctor because my parents told me to. Like full-grown adults. Like these are people in like their mid-20s. It's like, but your whole life is just going on what your parents say. It's like, do you think your parents are like following their passion? No, they're miserable and they hate each other. Okay, but they're telling you to become a doctor and you're gonna do it. Yeah. Well, how do you feel? I'm fucking suicidal and I have a pill problem. Okay. Well, do you think there's something wrong there? It doesn't matter. I got that answer a lot. It doesn't matter. It just matters that I become a doctor or a fucking lawyer or an engineer or whatever the fuck it was. All the same shit to me. It just, you're not actually following your intuition. If you have like a passion for engineering, that's fine. That's great. And you should follow it. But not if you're just doing it because someone told you to. That's fucking stupid. That's crazy. And you, in a way, in a cruel way, you deserve your shitty life. You deserve your fucking stupid life. Because you just let it happen. You just let it all happen. Let it happen. You knew that wasn't your passion, but you did it anyway. So you're going to get a stupid life and a fucked up program. That's what you're going to get. And no one, and nobody's, you're never going to get a medal, right? You're never going to get a medal for just doing something that you knew was, you're never going to get a medal for I did it. I became an engineer. Even though I hated it, I did it. Someday I'll get rewarded. You just won't. Like, you just will not. Just won't happen. It's like guys who think they can just like spend a lot of money on a BMW and like they can just like buy women like expensive dinners and they just think that somehow they'll be rewarded for that and then girls will like them, and it's very brutal when they find out that's not how it works. Right? It's very crippling when they come to terms with that doesn't pay off. Right? Those things don't get rewarded. Ah, well, what does? What does? You mean just being a fucking idiot hockey player? That gets paid off? Sometimes it does, right? Sometimes it does. Often it does. And it can be very, very difficult to come to grips with this for people, for guys. Girls is another story. You know, they don't realize that it's, them just spending all that time with the way that they look and gathering attention. Eventually when the attention diminishes, you'll feel empty, right? So you don't want to invest in that attention. You want to constantly acknowledge that attention doesn't have any value. So this is for the woman more. When you're getting the attention, what's up, Natalie CV02? How you doing? So when you're getting attention and you're getting validation, you want to constantly acknowledge, hey, this validation really doesn't matter, right? It doesn't have any value, and I'm just going to reinvest in myself. And this is like crippling for a person to hear. This is like traumatic for a girl who's so used to getting this attention. It's like for you to just be like, that's absolutely worthless. Stop it right away. It's like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do then? I don't know. Figure it out. Start meditating. You got to grow that shit from within. That's how it works. Okay. I hope we balance it out between the men and the women equally. I like to keep things equal. Break down both frames equally. You're both doing a fucking stupid thing. You both are going in the wrong direction. Fucking stop immediately. Change it up. Change it up. So, yeah, I mean, that's how it works. It's like, I used to say, like, it's basically like you got, like, falsely accused of, like, of like murdering someone, and then you went to jail for like 25 years, and then after 25 years, one day they just came to you and were like, oh yeah, turns out that wasn't, we were wrong. Like, turns out you didn't do it. Meanwhile, you spent like 25 years in jail, and you're like, yeah, I know. Like, I know, you fucking idiots. I know that. And like, what do you have to say for yourself? And they're like, well, yeah, I mean, we had the evidence that could have cleared you, but it was like down the basement, you know? And it's like, sometimes the basement's kind of like damp and cold, and we just, we just didn't really want to go down there and get it. It was just like, we couldn't really be bothered. So anyway, one day we cleaned the basement out and we found the evidence. So yeah, you're free now. Bye. And it's like, that's the response that like society will give you. It's like, we fucking ruin your life, and oh well, bye. It's like they'll never, ever, ever take responsibility for what they do. Like, that's the mark of mainstream society. That's the mark of zombies, zombie culture. Is they're just okay. It's like 100 years later they'll be like, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Like, sorry about slavery. Sorry about sorry about that war. Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, carry on. It's like they'll never take responsibility for it, and you really need to understand that. Like, there's gonna never be a point when investing in like external validation, external situational confidence, like gossip. There's never going to be a time when that shit pays off, and it's only just going to be a like completely empty discovery of, oh, that was all a lie. Like, oh, sorry, we sent you to prison for 25 years over nothing. Sorry about that. Like, oh, sorry, you were in Scientology for 20 years of your life. Yeah, it turns out that was made up. See ya. And it's like nobody's ever gonna like be able to like apologize to you enough. Like, no one's ever gonna be able to like make it better. It's gonna all be on your shoulders. Like, you'll always be left holding the bag. Always. Like, because of the way that our culture is set up, like, it's all about avoiding responsibility. That's how it's all like politics is like that, like corporations is like that. It's all about avoiding taking responsibility for yourself and leaving it for someone else. So then when an actual adult human being comes along, like Jocko Willink, who says extreme ownership, and he actually takes ownership of shit, it's like it's just him doing it all. It's just him doing everything, taking responsibility for everything. Then he just takes over the whole fucking corporation because everyone else is just so fucking pathetic and weak and stupid that he just extreme ownerships his way and owns the whole fucking place. Yep, see ya, bye. And then he reaps all the like actual rewards, all the actual external validation that he gained from achieving that, from behaving in a fucking adult human being manner and being an actual living, breathing human being, not a fucking mainstream zombie. So then Jocko he just gets everything. Then he gets to eventually die, and the gods or the fucking universe is like, wow, you were really cool, man. That was awesome. And all the fucking pathetic zombies, they just have a pathetic fucking zombie life, and then they die, and the universe just looks at them and is like, ugh, you fucking loser, get back down there and do it again. They might have to live their whole life multiple times again as a fucking loser until they finally figure it out. So some of this is a little more like esoteric, and you have to get into maybe some like deeper teachings if you really want to come to terms with that. My advice is just accept it seems to be the way things go. Just buy in. If you really need a check, I can point you in the right direction. But yeah, that's how it works. So I will get started today. Get started with meditation. Just do it right away. Like, fuck, you gotta do it. Like, I'm more than halfway done this month. When the fucking month is done, I'm fucking done, I think, with these, because getting fucking running out of things to say. Get fucking started. Like, just, you really should. Like, I'm telling you, It's never going to be a better time. Like, I can't quit smoking cigarettes right yet because it's not a good time. Okay. Well, I'll see you in 5 years and you'll still be smoking cigarettes. It's not like the way that you're living is not real life. It's a zombie life. You're a zombie. Luckily, you can transform back into a human. But you need to get started. Start with meditation. Do 3 minutes today. Do it 3 times this week. Do it for 3 months. And you'll start to get on track. Or don't, and just keep taking pills, keep gossiping, keep being in fucked up relationships, and live your life as a fucking idiot. And your genes will get weeded out of existence eventually. Good for you. It's fucking good for you. That's how it works. So I'm going to do my meditation today. I'm going to do the throat chakra. Ooh, I remember last time I did throat chakra. It was pretty intense, so we'll see. I did heart chakra yesterday. It wasn't too bad. Although, to be fair, I did have to, like, halfway through, I had to, like, readjust my fucking headphones and my eye covering a few times. My headphones, I think, are broken a bit. Like, they're kind of falling off, so that was a little bit of a distraction. I did try to fix them, so hopefully it works better. Hopefully they don't break. I'm going to have to use a different pair here soon. But anyway, a little technical difficulty. But you know what? I just did the shit anyway. Make it happen. You do it. You done. There's no excuse. I'm still waiting for some more good excuses. I haven't really got any good excuses yet. Someone sent me a really good excuse of, like, literally a bear kicked in my door and ate my headphones. Oh, that's interesting. Why didn't you chase the bear out of the house and pull them out of his jaws? That would have been the correct thing to do, and then do your meditation. But I couldn't because it was a grizzly bear and it had a machine gun strapped to its fucking arms, and I just really couldn't. You should have fucking put your bulletproof vest on. The point is, there's no excuse. You fucking do it, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. If David Goggins can do it, fucking you can do it. If Jocko can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If fucking Tyler, the short balding ginger can do it, you can do it. What one man can do, another man can do. What one woman can do, another woman can do. What's a fucking excuse to you is fucking noise to me. Alright? It's noise. It's just nonsense. So get after it, you know? I'm probably going to do... Yeah, I'm probably gonna do. Well, this is probably what I'll do. I'll do the chakra. I'll do the 7 chakra, like the weekly chakra meditations. I'll do them for the rest of the month. Yeah, so that it finishes up this live stream, these videos, and hopefully a few people that did message me that are doing it, that are doing like the 333 meditation challenge. Hopefully, some of them stick with it. I don't know if I believe they will, but I hope they do. If they do, that's awesome. That'd be wicked. And that'd be cool because I'm fucking doing it. And other than that, do your shit. Get your fucking shit together, people. Holy crap. The fucking bar is so low. Like, oh, it's so low. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, it's so low. Like, I'll probably become a millionaire. Like, I really will. Right now, I don't have any money, but I realistically think I probably will become a millionaire. Like, I probably will. Because I just look around and I see the fucking pathetic mediocrity that's just everywhere. It's like I haven't even, now that I'm actually beginning to put my mind towards, like, growing success, it's like, realistically, I just will become successful. Like, I'll just do it. Because I'll just keep going a little bit. Even if I just do a little bit. It's like, the fucking level of mediocrity is so low that people will be like, oh my God, you're a Superman. And I'm like, no, I just did a little bit of work. Just a little bit. Right? Okay. Well, I believe that is all for today. Thank you for anyone who's watching this episode. Please stay tuned for the next week and a half or so of vids of meditation, inspiration, and motivation and whatnot. Hit me up if you have any ideas or you're doing the meditation. That'd be cool to hear from anyone who's doing it. And yeah, until next time, peace out.